ऑलवेज डिलीवर मोर देन एक्सपेक्टेड। ऐसा ही कुछ इरादा है विद्यालंकार स्कूल ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी के ई सेल का। ई सेल ऑफ वीएसआईटी शुरू करने जा रहा है पॉडकास्ट सीरीज, जिसमें आज के एंटरप्रेन्योर्स बताएंगे अपने सक्सेस का सीक्रेट फॉर्मूला, जो आने वाले एंटरप्रेन्योर्स के लिए बनेगा एक मैजिक मंत्र। मैं असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर उमेश कोयंडे और स्टूडेंट रिप्रेजेंटेटिव अमन मर्चेंट आप सभी का स्वागत करते हैं इस पॉडकास्ट सीरीज में, जिसमें आज हमारे गेस्ट है मिस्टर अमीन शेख, ओनर ऑफ बॉम्बे टू बार्सिलोना लाइब्रेरी कैफे।
थैंक यू।
दादर के रास्तों पे रहते हुए एक छोटे से अमीन की नन्ही सी आंखों ने बड़े ख्वाब देखे। ख्वाबों का क्या है, बहुत लोग देखते हैं, पर उन्हें उन सपनों को हासिल करने के लिए जो मेहनत करनी पड़ती है वो सबकी बस की बात नहीं। अमीन जी की जिंदगी का सफर भी इतना आसान नहीं था। उस सफर को उन्होंने कागज पे उतारा अपनी ऑटोबायोग्राफी के रूप में। आजकल जहां बुक शॉप बंद हो रहे हैं, वहां उन्होंने बॉम्बे टू बार्सिलोना लाइब्रेरी कैफे चालू किया, जिसका एकमेव उद्देश्य था कि उनके जैसे स्ट्रीट किड्स को रोजगार मिले, वो अपने पैरों के ऊपर खड़े हो जाए। किंतु परंतु लेकिन यदि अगर मगर शायद कुछ नहीं, ये कुछ नहीं करते, कुछ कर गुजरने वाले बहानों की तलाश नहीं करते। ईसीएल वीएसआईटी की तरफ से अमीन जी आपका स्वागत है।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
So Amin sir, just to start with the podcast, how are you doing nowadays, and how is the pandemic treating you?
Very bad, like for all of us. I think it's the first time everybody in the same boat. You know, it's like we can go back to the history where we read in the Bible, you know, that he made the boat to save his family and animal. Right now is the first time that across the globe, everybody, the COVID has put in the same boat. Doesn't matter poor or rich. I think all of us have the same difficulties, problem, you know. So I will not complain, but of course we are alive, so we have to move on, and we have to keep pushing, and we have a responsibility in life, so we have to keep doing what we have to do in life. Of course, we have to protect each other. That's something what we need to know, all of us, and that's what I'm doing every day.
ओके सर, कहते हैं कि परेशानी हालात से नहीं ख्यालात से पैदा होती है। आपके बचपन में आपको काफी सारी परेशानियों का सामना करना पड़ा। हम जानना चाहते हैं आपके बचपन के बारे में।
So, sir, I want to ask you if I speak in Hindi or English is fine. English is fine, right?
Fine,
What's
fine,
up?
no problem.
So, I have my life has been difficult. I will not regret that, because that's the reality of not only mine, 1,000 million children in this country. You know, where we call India, and we are very proud of it in a way. That's most of people in India very proud, where people become what I call them deaf, dumb, and blind, where we see 1,000 million children on the street and family live on the street. So my family is one of them. They have no home, no place, no keep the to take care of the children, but they have 3 children. So that's I'm talking about my parents, you know. So my mother, my father, they don't have 2 rupees in their pocket, but they had 3 children at home without proper home. We are living in a street in North Mumbai, Malad, and it's been very difficult. So my father was an alcoholic. My father used to drink a lot, and finally, when I become 5 years old, so all I remember when I was 5. Before that, all the life background is very blurred. It's not very clear. But as 5, I remember very clearly that my mother found me a job to work in a bakery for 2 rupees for 12 hours to 10 hours. And I had to clean the tray, and the tray was bigger than me. Obviously, I could not carry the tray. I was so small. And finally, they changed my job to work as a tea shop, where I have to clean the glass, bringing the tea to the factories. And that 2 rupees was feeding my family, you know. So my father, my mother, they got separated. My stepfather used to hit me a lot. And he tortured me a lot. My mother used to hit me a lot. So it's been very difficult as a child. All the children want in this world to play, to be, I mean, they don't know what's happening, but all they want to be in their fantasy, you know, their own world, you know. But my mother never allowed me to play, so I used to work. So one day I was playing on the street. I broke all the glasses. I broke all the tea was on the floor. I got very afraid. I didn't know what to do, where to go. And the small Amin said, Amin, run, run. I run, arrived to railway station in Malad, sat down on the bridge. I saw many children begging, many children pick up the food from the garbage and eat. Many children were doing boat polish. Many children were singing in the train. Back of my mind, I'm thinking, मैं कौन सा character बन जाऊँ अभी या मैं घर जाऊँ. So there was something very difficult, the confusion. Many people came and asked me, where's your father? Where's your mother? But I was so afraid that I don't want to talk to anybody. I tried to go back home, but हिम्मत नहीं हुई घर में enter करने के लिए, क्योंकि पता था if I enter in this house, धुलाई तो होगी होगी, क्या टूटेगा मालूम नहीं है, लेकिन धुलाई होने वाली है, कपड़े से worst. So I've been walking around my home, जाऊं नहीं जाऊं, जाऊं नहीं जाऊं, जाऊं नहीं जाऊं, and finally I came back and fallen asleep on the station. And the first night only someone come in the middle of night. I don't know what time it was. Middle of night, somebody come and rape me. I could not understand why that person doing to me, why he's hurting to me, why he was hitting me, slapping me, closing my mouth. Was difficult for me. It was hard, but it took me 6 months to understand how to protect myself. 6 months. So anybody could do anything they wanted with me. Anybody could catch me and slap me at the street, boys and girls, whoever they are. First thing I learned how to beg, learn how to pick up the food, eat from the garbage, looking at other children, learn how to do boot polish, learn how to rob, learn. I mean, there's nothing left in my life what I have not done on the street. You know, crazy thing, standing on top of the train, doing all the action thing. You know what you see now in Bollywood and all. For those days, for us was this is our game between death and life. There was no other game to play. You know, and I mean that's how I survived for 3 years. When I start singing in the train, I still remember people used to hit me or kick me on my bum. Chale, गाना गाने को नहीं आता, साला गाना गाता है. As a child, I don't know if I'm a good singer or bad singer. All I knew, I was trying to survive, you know. And I think that's what life taught me and teach me. If you don't believe to protect and take care of yourself, don't believe in the world to take care of you, you know, because the world will not take care of you. World doesn't give any sense to you that you live or die. You know, if you have to protect yourself, you have to live. Then after 3 years, being 2 times my mother and my father caught me. First time when they caught me, what dhulai happened, I cannot tell you. All the bamboo marks I have on all the bodies. Again, I ran away in 2 days. Again, police brought me one day. Again, I ran away. And that thing happened, and I explained to my sister, my sister Sabira, the 2 years younger than me. And I told her, I live here, I live there. One night I was playing in the other station, jumping like monkey inside the train, outside the train at 3 o'clock in the morning. I saw one girl standing far away at the canteen. It seems to look like my sister. When I walked to that girl, it was my sister Sabira who ran away for looking for me from home. वो रात मेरे लिए मैजिक रात थी. You know, people say fantasy, magical, but that was, imagine those days, Bombay maybe have 18 to 19 million people. Today we have almost 29 million people or whatever. And those days, in 19 to 18 million people, I found my sister at 4 o'clock morning. That was a magic night for me. I cried a lot. I thought I'm big enough. I was 8 years old. She was 6 years old. I thought I'm big enough to protect my sister and take care of her. I start to show her all the places, not the places, shopping mall and all, or restaurant, all the garbage where I used to get the food to eat, all the place I used to work in, you know, they used to give ice cream on the patta. And then that patta used to leak whatever leftover out of the other station and all. And we went to sleep, me, my friend Firoj and Sabira. When I wake up in the morning, my sister is gone. Somebody has robbed her. And I got very panicked. I got very scared. I was trying to find my sister. I could not find her anyway. Again, one angel the taxi man, because my sister has a polio, so this taxi man saw this girl, like very thin leg, wrap on in chadar, and he opened the chadar and he removed her out and he make her run away from these gundas. And I found my sister again. The next night, these gundas, 3 to 4 people came to catch us. We get down on the railway tracks. We took a stone. We start hitting them. We took a train and we went to Borivali. Came back next morning, stone in our hand, and we decided if anyone come next to us, we just kill them. And the next morning, when sweet, kind Sister Seraphine came, hello, Baba, what is your name? Sister is a nun who work in an orphanage called Sneha Sadan. She came, their job is to pick up the children from the station and the street. So she came and asked me, hello, Baba, what is your name? I took a stone, I hit Sister Seraphine. I said, please go away, if not, I kill you. It's not that because I don't like kind and sweet. It's just because there was so much hatred, so much bitterness, herdhood, ganda hai, baas aati hai. Chalo, like, I'm a human being. Imagine being a human being if you are herdhood and people ignore you. People say, hey, nikal yahan se. That's something, it built me that there is no kinds and love and care, even though there was exist kinds and love, but I was not lucky to find that love that I was looking for. When she approached to us in so sweet way, I just took a stone and hit her, but she being so stubborn, 3 hours, she been, wherever I go, me, my sister and my friend Firoj, she been following us and she brought us to the orphanage. It's the best home ever I had. It's the best home ever I have still today. It's called Sneha Sadan. Sneha means a love, Sadan means a home. You know, the love home ever I found. And when I came, I found some of my friends from the street who was there. My sister went to the girl's house. I went to the boy's house. After 1, 2, 3, 4 days later, you know, I have all the wound. I have big hair. I have all my body was damaged. So they put hot water, salt, rub my body, remove all the dirt, blood, give me a nice simple t-shirt and one small cupboard, one plate, one glass, and they give me one pencil for 6 months, one rubber for 1 year, one sharpener for 1 year. Then I start going to classes. I start learning how to write E, 1, 2, 3. After 7 months, something like that, I went to school in a government school, municipality. I went to school very happily with the white shirt, tie, and arrived to the school. And my teacher asked me, what is your name? So we was in class 3 boys from Sneha Sadan. All of us was the biggest in the class. And then when he asked me, I was super happy. It was my first day in the class. And he asked me, what is your name? I said, sir, my name is Amin. And he laughed at me and he said, इतने बड़े गधे हो गए हो, पहली क्लास में आके बैठते हो, शर्म नहीं आती है? The first day only I lost the interest of the education. And last 30 years I'm listening, the education is so important. Education is so important. Education bringing the world better. I don't agree with that. Education had brought the worst thing to the planet. More consumer, more destroy, more selfish. Me and myself, I'm the best monkey in the world. I'm the smart monkey in the world. I'm the genius. What happens? Someone is not smart. They are not human being. It's our responsibility to stand by them. Okay, you have a beautiful mind. You have beautiful set. But someone can't be like you. It's our responsibility to stand by them. Not to saying, look at you donkey, look at you gada. अरे you know, ऐसे ही है, बुद्धू है, साला कुछ आता ही नहीं आता है, because nobody has taught it, nobody teach, उसको सिखाया नहीं है किसी ने, खाली हम बोल देते बस, मन में आया मुंह में आया बोल दिया. That's something hit me very strong here. But then that day I decided, if educated people are like that, I don't want to be educated. If being education, when people saying you, look at you donkey, पहली क्लास में आके बैठे, टीचर अगर आप बच्चे को बोलता है कि इतने बड़े गधे हो के तुम पहली क्लास में बैठते हो, बच्चे के ऊपर क्या इफेक्ट होगा? I decided, I was number 1 in work. चाय बनाने बोलो, कुछ काम करने बोलो, पोस्टर मारने बोलो, दीवार पे मार दूंगा, पेंटिंग करने बोलो कर दूंगा. I passed all the school, 7वीं क्लास उल्टी पार्टी, municipality pass, that's my certificate. But I passed. That's why I say proudly, yeah, मैं पास हूँ. 7वीं class, ulti party, municipality. So that's how I study, and I become a newspaper boy because I wanted to play football. When I was 9 years old, I told Father Placido Fonseca, is our director of our orphanage. I said, Father, I want to play football. I want to buy a shoes. And that time shoes was costing 400 rupees. You know, now today 800, 1000 for that time. And Father Placido said, you have to work to get your shoes. I worked. My salary was 60 rupees per month. So that means I have to work for 8 to 10 months to buy my shoes to play football. I worked for 10 years, never buy the shoes. Because it was very simple, because none of my friends in the orphanage had the shoes. Why me? Why me? You know, dreams are important, but why me only and others not? Then finally, dream change, time change, moment change, life change. I started my own newspaper supplier company in Chakala. I used to sell newspaper in traffic signal. I used to give a newspaper all the MIDC companies and all. After 12 years, they found my parents. My orphanage was very proud, and they said, Amin, we found your parents. But I was not happy. I was very sad. And finally, we went to home. They found the disaster of my life, that I was not proud of my family, neither of my father, neither of my mother, nothing I was proud of it. Because it doesn't make any sense. For me, I believe that when you bring the child to the world, it's a parent's responsibility to make sure the child is okay. If you don't know your responsibility, no human being has a right to bring one child to the planet. I'm so sorry. You know, and we went home. The first night was okay. Second day, I started working in a factory, in a chemical factory, destroy all my hands in Goregaon. And my sister, third night, she told me, brother, you spoiled my life finding the family. I came back to the orphanage. I told father, I don't mind to live on the street. Please take my sister back, because she likes education. She loves study. Please take her back. And then finally she studied, and she came back to the orphanage. I live on the street for 1 year, sell newspapers, sleep on the street, start to become a rickshaw driver from Andheri to Sakinaka, and become like a tapori again, start hitting anybody, fighting anybody. Completely rude Hindi, chalna be, chodna be, kya bol raha hai. All this kind of, that's something I never wanted to be again that way. But life brought me again that point. And my sister finished the college, university, she became a nurse. Today she working with the Doctor Without Border, with the World Organization. And I'm very proud of my sister. At least my dream, one dream, that my sister, I pay the study, I pay everything is possible. And today she is a nurse with the Doctor Without Border. And I become a driver with 17 years old, underage, without license. And Father Plassey is the greatest hero of my life, the man who changed in 52 years. I never see any God, neither masjid mein, neither mandir mein, neither church mein. I only see one God, is the Father Placido Fonseca, who had changed in 52 years 41,000 children's life. I am just one of them, sitting in front of you right now here. Father Plassey could not see one child on the road. When he see me living 1 year on the road, I, without any regret, just surviving, doing what I have to do. Father Plassey come to me and said, I found you a job with a very famous artist called Eustace Fernandez. And I don't know if you know, all of you, who is a Eustace Fernandez. Eustace Fernandez was the person who created Amul Girl, Atli Batli. You know Amul Girl? Amul Butter?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if you see that girl, small girl is there, that is created by my boss, by Eustace Fernandez. That girl also born out of my orphanage only, because the idea came with the butter, that street children are super happy with the just simple bread and butter. That's why that girl came out of the street. So Eustace, I started working with him. I spoke with him very rude Hindi. He spoke very beautiful English. The first day when he asked me, how long you want to work? I told him, sir, ये मेरा काम नहीं है लादी पोछने का, झाड़ू मारने का, आपका गाड़ी चलाने का, आपको खाना बना के खिलाने का. मैं इधर 6 महीना काम करेगा, जाएगा. ये मेरा सपना भी नहीं है. But when I worked 6 months with him, I started meeting people from all around the world, America, Canada, Australia, Spain, French. When people came from abroad, they start asking me, what is your name? And the first time I start to listen my name, where all my life I listened, Kachre Wala, Jhadu Wala, Boot Polish, Chotu, a chai wala, different name at that driver. But the first time I'm start listening my identity where I have been lost. And they ask me my name, they call me by name. And they didn't say, hey driver, take me to Kulaba. Hey driver, take me to Chakala. Take me to Andheri. Take me here. No. So, I mean, can you take me to the... And that something hit me. Kya hai? These people are, I don't know. I never met these people. These people came to my life. Few seconds, they know my name, they respect me, they go to restaurant, they take me to restaurant. If they go for lunch, they will say, I mean, do you want to have lunch with us? I mean, do you like to have a coffee with us? That's beautiful. It's a human basic consciousness care about. That's something what all of us should do it. And that I know found here with people. Kya be? You know, all this kind of thing. You driver sitting for 12 hours in the car. Nobody give a shit on it that driver have eaten or not, driver have had water or not. That's something it teach me by Westerner that how concerned, it doesn't matter they are there for 1 hour, they are there for 10 hours, they are there for 2 hours, but at least they will ask you. You maybe don't want to go, they will ask you. After 4 years, I start to speak little English. And when I start to speak English, my friend, my own friend, starts saying, "Kya be? देखो इंग्लिश आती नहीं है, पोपट की तरह इंग्लिश बोलता है, हाँ? क्या को बोलता है इंग्लिश नहीं आता तो?" But there's something what I learned that it doesn't matter what people think. If there is someone problem, they will let me know and I have to work on it, the problem where I'm making mistake. So when I start to meet people, Western people, they said, I mean, do you mind if I correct you? I said, no, sir, please, I will love to. So today I spoke in English thanks to listening, hearing, memorizing, repeating like a parrot, what people used to call me. Yes, मैं पोपट हूँ, क्या कर सकता हूँ? मेरी कैपेसिटी भी यही है, दिमाग भी ऐसे ही है. कचरे वाला हूँ, कचरे के डब्बे में से आया हूँ, because that's my reality. I cannot change that reality. Finally, 4 years working with him, with Eustace, I spoke little bit English to manage my life. And first time he asked me on Christmas, every Christmas he give me a one gift. Same like my orphanage, every Christmas we get one new pan and one new shirt. All my life. And that was special for me. So every Christmas he give me either one t-shirt or one pan. The first time he asked me in 2002, I mean, what do you want for this Christmas, I said, sir, you have given me much more than before. I never had any of this kind of shoe, this kind of pant, this kind of t-shirt. Everything changed. My hairstyle changed. My look is changed. Everything changed, you know. And then he said to me, no, think what you want and let me know what you want. And then finally I said to him, sir, take me to Barcelona. I said, sorry, are you drunk? Did you lost your mind? Daru piya hai? No, sir. You ask me what I want and I'm telling you what I want. While I'm driving from the church to his home, he is telling his friend, look at the bloody driver. Don't have 2 rupees in his pocket. He want to go to Spain. Can you imagine? I stopped the car and I said, sir, I'm very sorry. You asked me what I want and I told you what I want. If you do not want to give me this, it's completely fine. But you do not have a right to tell me I'm a bloody driver. I am drunk. I lost my mind. You know, that's fine. That's okay. You don't have to. Yes, that's my reality. I'm a bloody driver and I'm going to be bloody driver rest of my life. But you do not have a right to tell me this is what you ask me what I want. And finally, I arrived home. I left everything. Middle of night, he came, entered in my room. He made me a beautiful Christmas card. And he said, here your Christmas present, Amin. I said, sir, I'll see tomorrow morning. He said, don't be so stupid. Open right now. So when I open a Christmas card, it said, Merry Christmas, Amin. 2003, 27 April, we go to Barcelona. I cried a lot. I hugged him very tight. And finally arrived to Barcelona. His sister and his brother-in-law and his friend were waiting for us, took us in the car. 1 hour driving from the airport to the city center of Barcelona. What hit me here very strongly on my core, I did not see any child on the road. I did not see any family on the road. I did not see anybody making pee kaka, garbage anyway, anyhow on the road. I asked him on the traffic signal when we arrived to the city center, sir, the country where we come from, we talk about spirituality. We talk about humanity. We talk about beautiful sentence. What makes us to disconnect with our reality, sir? He told me, I mean, the world is different. I told him, sir, the world can be different, but so different. I stay 45 days there. The first night I went for dinner to someone home with his friend. Everybody with a big table was there. Everybody was put a nice plate, first plate, second plate, third plate. So I took one of the plate and I sit down on the floor. The whole family and the friends said, I mean, what happened to you? Why are you sitting on the floor? I said, because I sit on the floor in India, I eat in the kitchen in my boss' house, and it's normal for me. I said, no, I mean, please sit at the table. Here, you are not a driver. Here, your friend, family. Sit as everybody. It doesn't matter. You are not in India. Sit here at the table. First time I sit down on the table, fork and knife. I didn't know how to eat. When I tried to, the first thing was a salad. No mother, no father. No taste. Only salad. And I don't like it. So I said, sorry, I don't like it. The second plate they give me, it was a chicken. I tried to cut the chicken fly from my plate. And I start crying. And because I felt embarrassing, I felt very sad. All the family get up and hug me and kiss me and said, Ami, nothing happened. We have more food in the kitchen. That's fine. You can eat with your hand if you want. Make me cry more because teach me if this could happen, they could give me one slap on my face or they could tell me, stupid idiot, you don't know how to do things. Huh? You're such a big donkey and you don't know how to manage it. That 45 days when I traveled to the mountain, I did skydiving, I did the mountain climbing, I did all the thing was in India was very exclusive thing. It's only for like a rich people. And it's a normal thing for everybody. It doesn't matter you're poor or rich or what you have. It was a normal for everybody. And when I went to restaurant, cafe, nobody divide nobody. Doesn't matter you're a street cleaner, you're a lawyer, you're a doctor, you're an engineer, architecture. At the table, you're a human being. And that's something I said, I'm not going to live the way Indian lives. I came back after 45 days. I sit down with my boss. I told, sir, I give you my life. You give me my freedom. I say, we have been talking for last 50 to 60 years. We are independent. We are independent. We are independent. I don't believe we are independent in my own country. I believe I am belong to somebody. Somebody has to take my decision, what I have to eat, where I have to eat, where I have to go, what I should wear, who I should marry, who I should not, and when I have to bring the baby. Everybody is ready to take a decision on my life. And I said to him, sir, I'll work for you rest of my life, but I want a freedom that I want to travel every year. He asked me a question, why you want to travel, Ami? I said, sir, what travel teach me? No book, no teacher, no university could teach me. Because for me, the best book is to travel. Because travel taught me, no matter what you believe, no matter who you are, respect other side of the wall. Allow people to be the way they want to be. Every monkey is the right in their own space, and it's fine. But no monkey and no human being has the right to decide for the human being. And travel grown me a lot, and travel make me today what I am. And I traveled for 7 years, wherever I could go. I'm a tour guide in Bombay for last 21 years. I don't have a home, but I have a home in the heart across the globe, and I just need to tell my clients, sir, can I come to see you in America? Of course, please, when are you coming? I'll be there at the airport. Sir, can I come to Canada? Yes, of course. So that's kind of, I built the people around the world, where I met the people from around the world, and I made the home in their heart. Home can be break, but when you build a home with the love, it cannot be break. It protect by love, it protect by unconditioned way of belief, So I travel. बेटा लोगों आवाज कम करने बोलना थोड़ा. So so this is how things are, and that's I travel. I understand what travel means, and that's how I built this cafe, and that's how the things came up. The idea of the cafe. 7 years later, my boss died with cancer. I lost the best father. I lost the best friend. I lost the best boss ever I met in my life to allow me to be what I wanted to be, allow me to do what I wanted to do. And so that's it. I was in depression for 4 months. And finally, I wrote to Oprah Winfrey in America. Hello, dear Oprah Angel. You know Oprah, right? The TV show.
Yes, sir.
So I wrote to Oprah Winfrey. Hello, dear Oprah Angel. I'm Amin Sheikh. I watched many TV shows with my boss of you. I will love to come to your TV show because I want to build a library cafe for the street boys and girls like me. Can I come to your TV show? There was no answer. Finally, one doctor, Marta Miguel from Barcelona, she was my client in 2007. For 2 days, she became a friend and family to my life. And we've been in touch. 2010, after 3 years, she called me again. And we've been in touch. And I've been traveling from 2003 without stopping for last 15 years. Every year I'm in Barcelona. For every 3 months I'm in Barcelona for last 15 years without fail, because it's my routine. April, May, June, I am always in Barcelona. That's the way I do. And I meet Martha again there. She called me on Christmas in 2010, the same year my boss died. And she said, hey, I built a hospital in Odisha where people walking for 12 hours to arrive to the hospital. I built other hospital in Nepal in the middle of the mountain where people walking for 2 days to arrive to the hospital between the mountains. And I said, really? She said, yes, that's why I came to first time to India when I met you in 2007. And now I'm calling you because you know a lot of people in Barcelona. Can you tell all your friends and family to buy my autobiography? And I said, autobiography means? She said, book. I wrote the book to build electricity in Odisha for 24 hours in the hospital. I said, Martha, you're a doctor. You write the book to build electricity in the hospital. How is possible? How you write the book? She said, are you stupid or what? Anybody can write the book. 3 nights thinking. If Martha Miguel can write the book, build electricity in the hospital, the country where I live, what I am doing for Oprah Winfrey and somebody else, it hit me very strongly here. I sat down, I was in depression for 4 months, sat down without grammar, no spelling, I have no idea, never read any book in my life. Finally, I wrote the book. It took me 11 months to write the book without grammar, without spelling. I wrote the book. And many people told me, this will not work. This cafe idea, you have to drop it out. And I said, no, it's not possible, but I want to build this cafe. Anyhow, I will build this cafe. So I wrote the book. Writing the book, I thought is very easy. Write the book, print the book, sell the book, build a cafe. No. Write the book, publish the book. If I sell the book, maybe I build a cafe. When I write the book, it took me 11 months. I lost my book twice. The first time I lost, because I told you I'm not good in technology. So I didn't know where to save. So I said, don't save. And after 6 months, again, I lost the book. When I lost the second time, I punched the computer, I broke the wire. But then myself said, calm. Remember only one thing in life. If you don't believe, don't ask the world to believe in you. Do it. If you have said, do it. So I wrote the book, complete the book, thanks to Dilip D'Souza, the greatest writer of Mumbai, Vibha Kamath, his wife, Sahi D'Souza, his son, who did the grammar and spelling of my book. My book I sent it to friend in Paris, Delphine Mozin. Delphine Mozin looked at the book and she took the flight, came to Bombay. She said, she brought the copy of the book from there, printing, and she left it on my table. And she said, do you know what you've done? I said, no. All I know, I removed my heart and put it there. And she said, we have to find the publisher to print. I went to Paris, waiting for 15 days for publication, but nobody was ready to publish my book. Waiting. My problem is I have passion, but no patience. This is my problem. I came back to Bombay. I registered my book in America, in Spain, in India. I published it myself. I went to the bookshop to sell my book. All Bombay bookshops said to me 41%, 38%, 35%. And I asked the question to the bookshop people, why are you charging so much? Why are you not taking 20%? Why are you not taking 15%? So what you can do, I'm printing the book. I'm bringing the book to you to put in a shop. I still remember I was in Kulaba and out of the bookshop, and I said to myself, what you did as a child, I beg. What you did when you wanted to play football, I sold myself a newspaper on traffic signal. I walk with one bag. I carry my book myself. I carry one dabba. It become a donation dabba today at the cafe. And I beg in a traffic signal. and Kalagoda festivals and on the street. Sold my book myself. I sold in Mumbai, in Spain, in France. In 6 months, my book was in almost 3 languages. And today, my book sold more than 26,000 copies. Today, my book is in 9 languages: English, Spanish, French, Catalan, German, Hindi, Marathi, Hebrew, Italian. This is Marathi copy, and the rest, all the language. I have Marathi copy, English copy. I sold 26,000 copy myself, and that's how I got 6.5 years. I got 95 lakhs selling my book on the street in Spain, in Mumbai, in France, and I built a cafe. It was a garage. It was a garage. It was shitty garage. I spent 85 lakh rupees in that garage. I built a cafe also in the Gunda area, in Mafkhan Nagar. All the Tapori and Gunda, all they say, "Arey kya be? Taj Mahal bana raha hai kya be?" Huh? बोला मेरे लिए तो ताजमहल से बढ़कर ही है. And finally, I built a cafe in the Gunda area, and the cafe was running #1 cafe in Mumbai. TripAdvisor, we are still #1 cafe in Mumbai. Hashtag #1 cafe. You can type in TripAdvisor. We built a cafe. We run the cafe for 2 years, 9 months. Landlord did not pay the loan. Bank came with 35 police. Running cafe, they shut down in 10 minutes. Imagine, it took me 6.5 years to build that cafe. In reality, run a cafe very beautiful. 35 children was live in that cafe and survive in that cafe. I took 5 children to Spain until now. Out of 5, 2 are successful stories. One of our girl become fashion designer, and she designed a dress for Queen of London 2018. Another girl studying in Barcelona, sociology and psychology. And so cafe shut down for me. That day I want to take the gun and kill every single person. I wanted to kill every person in this country in front of me. But again, I said to myself, this is not what I believe. This is not what I dream. I'm going to punch it out again. Again, I begged for 8 months. Went to all the corporates in Andheri, all the WeWork space. We sold a muffin, cutting chai. We sold my book, 5,000 copies sold more. Again, and whatever I saved for last 22 years for my retirement, because I want to retire in 50. I have a home. I'll tell you how the dream works. Sir was talking about dream. Dream is something what we say. But in my home, I put a board, whether you think you can or you can't. Either way you write. I feel good and happy because I'm alive. The day I don't wake up, that dream board will not matter to me. So dream what I have is in the red. The dream what I have done in the green. So all the dream I have believed, I have done it. A few dream left, that I will do it by 50. And 50 I want to retire. So I save in mutual fund of my tour guide money for 22 years. I broke all. 8 months back, spent 35 lakh rupees and build a cafe 3 times bigger than before. And cafe is running again, #1. And again, in 6 months, the cafe was up on the feet. And that's what I believe. And you can see, I'll show it to you, the cafe, how the cafe is. You can see, this is run by street boys and girls, the cafe. Open kitchens. The garbage boy trying to tell the world and society, being Sati class, ulti party, municipality pass, being uneducated, if I can bring this world, change 35 children life, and I don't take any salary, I work for free. My salary is to coffee in the cafe, lunch and dinner if I am at the cafe. That's what I take from the cafe. 100% all the money. My children don't live in the slum. My children live proper in the society in apartment. So girls live in apartment and boys live in apartment. Cafe pay the apartment. Their dream, their passion, whatever they believe, the cafe will pay for their dream. And every year we try to take one child to Spain. And that's what we do to let them know the world is not this where we live, called India. The world is beyond this. Mind is different. People are different. We need to learn to respect people. But India, we are ready to decide for everybody. Hey, ye mat karo. Hey, wo mat karo. Hey, hello. Let me do what I want. So I don't like this kind of ideology when people are deciding for the life. I don't like when parents say, no, beta, don't do this, do this. So in our country where we born, called India, the most 95% children born as an insurance. वो बोलते हैं बुढ़ापे की लाठी. You know, 5% children born unconditional love and cares. And that's make the difference. In Spain, 95% children born unconditional. That means the love and care. 5% children born as a insurance. You know, but look the difference. 95% children born in this country as insurance, but there are 5% children born as insurance. That's a huge difference because their children, the parents don't decide. When they are 14 years old, 15 years old, they take backpack and they travel the world. Okay, without taking money from anybody, work part-time job, make your own money and travel. But here, better you want to travel. Okay, how much it costs? Okay, I'll pay for you. Go wherever you want, London, America, Canada, Australia. Oh yeah, you go and then you come back and you act like the same shit as everybody here. You don't change it. Travel is something is beyond. Travel is something is humanity and equality. It teaches you life is very beautiful and very simple. So that's something what I try to teach my children. Other thing what I try to teach my children with my experience, you serve, but you do not become a slave in the country. In our problem in our country, we become a slave for companies. We become slave for the people. We become slave for somebody. Uth jao, bed jao, late jao, so jao. You are 70, what are you doing? Oh yeah, I have 3-bedroom apartment, 1 farmhouse, 1 this. Okay, but you have for you. My question is what you done for others? That's really matter to me. All you done is yourself. Selfish idea, selfish dream. This is not called life. Dream is about like Father Plassey, Eustace, that life is about me and others. Life is not about yourself. Only me. I'm the best monkey. I'm smart. I'm genius. I'm number one. I'm sorry, you are a shit. You can be number one, but when you don't look at the people, you can arrive in the top. But when you're looking at from the top, people as an animal, then you are the worst animal in the planet. You know? So that's something what I fight with the society, fight with against the community. And I decided I don't want to live like a society. That's why we keep our children in the society, making them sure that they live like a human rights, you know. So even my society, wherever the children live, they have a problem because they say, oh, the children is coming who they are and where. I say, what is the problem? House is in my name. Who are you to decide? I can keep whoever I want in my house. Where is the problem? They are my children. You have a problem? You tell me, what is the problem? They kill you? They rob you? No. So they are doing better job than you. So don't talk about it. So I think it's very important. We should fight in our society because our society is a very fall, very lie. The whole country built with lie. And ideology is like if you look at the country condition, nobody cares about nobody. And I think it's our responsibility. Somebody say to me, oh, don't worry, your children is your future. I said, no, that's wrong. Why my children are future? I'm a future. I am living. My children can be not future. Their future will have their own. I am living right now. It's my responsibility. It's my future. I am living future. I think it's very important.
So the name of your cafe. Yeah.
So that was my first flight ticket.
Yeah, the name of your cafe comes from the first flight ticket.
That was my first flight ticket. Yes.
So did you write your book in Barcelona?
No, Bombay.
Okay, so what was
I go every year as a traveler. I don't live in Barcelona. I go every year as a traveler. So,
what was the biggest inspiration behind writing your own book? And the name of your book is I Am Because of You.
Yeah.
So
Bombay
can you tell us something about your book?
book called Bombay, Mumbai, Life is Life, I Am Because of You. So the book is all about my autobiography. What the book trying to say also is I'm not the only one Amin. There are 1,000 million Amin out there on the street. And I think it's our responsibility to make sure that Amin don't fall on the street and become something what they don't want to be. See, no child had decided to born as a bat, you know. So it's a place condition, they build them to be what they become. You know.
You have said that you are having a one board where you have written all your dreams with a proper
Yes, sir.
color coding.
Yes, sir.
So for young students or young entrepreneurs, how it is important to put their dreams on a paper, or is it?
See, it's not about paper. It's something you're passionate about. It's something what you believe you want to do. See, I can say every day I have a new dream. That's not called dream. Dream is something you are passionate. You really want to do something beautiful. It's something that you believe in. Like I want to travel to Africa. I want to travel to Canada. I want to travel to America. I want to travel. I wanted to do different things in life. So the first dream I wanted to make sure that my sister become a nurse. Then second dream was I wanted to make sure that my mother have her own house, even though she been the worst mother on the planet. So I wanted to make sure that she has a house. You know. So I bought a house for my mother. You know, after 8 years working as a driver, I bought the house in the slum. So obviously that was my capacity, what I could buy. You know, so the day I gave the key to my mother told me, "Huh, ye ghar hai kya?" So, but she don't see that I've been 8 years working and give the house to her and make the key as a supply. I built a beautiful bathroom, small kitchen, very nice color, white colors completely, very beautiful, like same like my cafe style. So I built it and I gave her the key and she looked at me and she said, "Ghar hai." So that day something what teach me in life that no matter how good you are, no matter how kind you are, when you are good, you will suffer rest of your life. But when you are bad, you will make suffer other people's life. So that's something I learned that day. So I think it's very important your dream come with your passion, your belief, and I think that's something what we should do. You know, ऐसे तो देखने जाएंगे तो हर दिन एक सपना होता है. हर दिन एक सपना होगा तो पेपर में जगह नहीं होगी और बोर्ड पे जगह नहीं होगी. So you need to focus something in life what you really want and what you really think. Uh, so my dream is to be retired in 50. I want to do farming in the mountains somewhere in Spain. So I'll be not living in India anymore after 50. So that's my dream. And I'm working on this dream. And my wife, when I got married, I told her the same thing. I said, I will marry you in only one condition. If I have possibility to retire in my 50, that you don't expect me to work. I will do exactly what I want and go wherever I like. So allow me, and if you want to that, it's fine. And she said, of course, it's fine. You know. So, and my wife anyway is Spanish, so it's not yeah. So she fell in love with my talks, and she came to me and she said, "How can I help you?" And I told her, "Ask yourself. If I ask you how to help, you'll be run away. So ask yourself." And then she organized 11 talks, and I sold 750 books. And she left everything, her permanent job from the country. She has a proper government job in Spain. She left everything, and she's here last 5 years. She's a teacher in Oberoi International School, music teacher. And so, yeah, I told you I don't need anything. So I'm living in a very exclusive apartment because of my wife. That a garbage boy who dreamed to be in a garbage, and then you're living in a such an exclusive apartment and with the gym, with the swimming pool, blah blah blah. And there, that society, there's so much pain, so much fall. And the first day only, the watchman asked me, "Excuse me, आप driver हो यहाँ से जाओ, as servant." I don't say to him anything, and my wife walked to him and said, "Excuse me, he's my husband," and he said to me, I say he did his job because he said no servant live. ये हमारी reality है. This is our country. This is what we like to show people. बाबा, आप servant हो, आप driver हो, आप केले वाले हो, आप paper वाले हो, आप दूध वाले हो. This is something. It's fine. I respect. But I will never do that. And I teach my children, never do that. Anyone come, make them sit, let them have a water, ask them chai, ask them food. But never, ever treat them as a slave. This is something I think our society need to learn. And I hope 50 साल में तो नहीं सीखे. Let's see. आने वाले 10 साल 20 साल में सीख. अगर आने वाले 10 साल 20 साल में सीख गया तो बहुत बड़ी बात है. पहले लोग बोलते थे चांद भगवान चांद पे रहते हैं. अभी चांद पे पहुंच गए, मतलब सूखा पत्थर है वहां पर, you know. So this is how things. So मतलब हमको चांद पे नहीं जाना है, लेकिन घर के बाहर किसी के पास खाना नहीं है, घर नहीं, वो देखना है. चांद को क्या करना है? चांद अपनी जगह पे सही है, लेकिन ये हमको फर्क पड़ता नहीं, किसी को फर्क पड़ता नहीं. बड़ी बड़ी बातें हम करते हैं, कहाँ से कहाँ पहुंच जाते हैं लोग, लेकिन किसी को फर्क नहीं पड़ता है कि चेंज इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट इन लाइफ फॉर ह्यूमैनिटी एंड इक्वालिटी. But I said I'm not going to leave the rest of the monkey. Better sometimes will be awkward. जब 100 बंदे वो रास्ते पे चल रहे हो और आप उनके ऑपोजिट में चल रहे हो ना, तो आप अलग हो. मंकी सी मंकी डू बोलते हैं उसको. बस उठ लिया, वो इंजीनियर बन गया, वो डॉक्टर बन गया, वो ये बन गया, वो ये बन गया. मंकी सी मंकी डू. अच्छा, उसके बाद 3 घर है. अच्छा, 3 बेडरूम अपार्टमेंट है. ओ, उसके बाद BMW है, Audi है. Okay, oh, I also want to have a Audi. I mean, this is different. Believe me or not, last year, one friend, when my wife got pregnant, I only said in my friend group, I say, anyone has any car that not using and I can use it for 1 year because I'm going to leave, my child going to give the birth and I need the car for 1 year. And one friend has sent me a picture, hey, I mean, from Spain, and said, this car is okay for you? It was a BMW. And I say, what? And I say, this car is okay? No, it's a privilege for me. So this is how things in life, and it's not about what you have or what you're going to have it. It's all about how you can share what you have. And I think this is very important in life, So we become so self-conscious that we forget about all this important in life. So in life, what I learned 15 years ago, that when I traveled as a human being, that none of us will take anything in life. But one of the most beautiful thing of human being, we can always give back, isn't it? लेकिन ये कोई आज तक समझ ही नहीं पाया, ना ही हिस्ट्री में, ना ही प्रेजेंट में. सबको लगता है कि बाबा मैं जो कर रहा हूँ ना और जो मैं बना रहा हूँ ना, ये मैं सब लेके जाऊंगा. लेकिन वो भूल जाता है कि भाई तुम जो भी बनाओ, आप कुछ लेके नहीं जाओगे. जो रखना है यहाँ पर ही लोग आपके ऊपर ही फाइट करेंगे. वो फैमिली में वॉर होगा, ये मेरा है, ये मेरा हक है, ये मेरा हक है, ये मेरे को बिलोंग करता है, वो मेरे को बिलोंग करता है. So live your life in a way that you want to live. ये मत सोचो क्या है, घर है, नहीं है. Travel. I will tell every children who listening to me, every youth who watching to me, just travel and do what you want. Never ever allow any person to decide for you. Because the moment you allow anyone to decide for you, you give your key of life to someone else. And I think you should never ever give your life key to anyone. Neither your husband, neither your parents, neither your auntie, uncle, neither your teacher, neither your guardian, anybody. You should keep the way you like to be. That makes you feel as a human. Because क्या बोलूं मैं, अभी एक बात बोलता हूँ, बहुत सिंपल बात है. मरते तो रोज है ना. We die like animal. Why we don't die like human being as a proud something done in life? मरना तो ही है. जानवर की तरह मरने से अच्छा है इंसान की तरह मरो, कि लगे कुछ किया है लाइफ में. मैं तो आए, आगे मुते खाए, मैंने ये किया, मैंने वो किया, मेरा 3 बेडरूम अपार्टमेंट है, मेरा ये गाड़ी है, वो गाड़ी है. It doesn't work. I'm sorry if I disappoint you, but I think it's very important for youth today, and I'll tell you today, youth, in my Facebook, Instagram, when I put things now, only 2 people like. Okay, that also they're doing मेहरबानी because they think, अरे यार, like कर देना, अपना friend है तो बोलेगा यार like नहीं किया, share नहीं किया. But the same thing I put sexy dance now, 1 million like. What a youth now we have, amazing. So sexy dance 1 million like, good work. The people who working day and night to make other people live, only 2 people live. So that's the thing.
So if I talk about your cafe, you said that the total revenue that comes out of your cafe, you don't even take a single penny out of that, and the total money is used for helping the kids that work at your cafe.
Yeah, it's only run by street boys and girls, and all the money utilized only for that. We have books from all around the world. We do a lot of book discussions, psychology talks. We do a lot of concert. We done more than 120 concert in the cafe. Jazz, blue, rock, Sufi. So we have piano, we have two guitars. So people who are not famous, they can take the guitar and come and sing here. And we do once a month a free Spanish classes by my wife. And yeah, so I mean, it's all about giving. Nothing is taken. So that's what we teach children, to make sure that what you get, you give back to other children. And so we are building the cafe in 5 years from now in Barcelona. And that cafe will run by refugee and homeless people, because there's no street children. Because there's a refugee from Punjab, from Pakistan, from Bangladesh, from Africa. So I'm working on this project. We have 30 volunteers in Spain working with us day and night as a lawyer, doctor, engineer, architecture. And we are trying to build this cafe in 5 years from now. So as I told you, 50 years from now, I'll be not here. I mean, when I become 50, I'll be not here in Mumbai. 6 years from now, I will be running the cafe in Barcelona. Doesn't matter small or big, but I'm working. It's one of my dreams. So it will be a bridge between two cities, Bombay to Barcelona. So our children from India can go to exchange program to Spain, because then it's easy to bring them to Spain. Otherwise, it's a very big task for me to bring them to Spain, because they are street boys and girls. They don't have proper documents. We have to pay a lot of mafia to get the documents. We have to pay a lot of money to get the visa. So all this thing is difficult. So once we build a cafe in Barcelona, it will be much easier to bring the children as an exchange program.
So you said that you have a library and your cafe as well.
We have a library. Yes, we have a. I'll show it to you. Do you like to see it?
Yeah, sure.
So all these books have come from all around the world by donation. So example.
Okay.
So all these books are not just a donation. So we take the books only if people sign in the book why they recommend read to the world. Then only example, you come to cafe and you say, I want to keep the donation for the book. We'll not take it. We'll keep the book only if you write in the book why you recommend this book. Then only we keep this book here at the cafe. Otherwise, we don't keep this book. If not, the people who don't sign the book, every year we have festival. It's called Saint Jordi. It's one of the most beautiful festival of the world. It's called the Book and Flower Festival from Barcelona. It's called Saint Jordi. And that day, all the girls buy a book for the man. It doesn't matter from the child to the adult. And all the men buy a flower for the woman. So for me, this is the only festival for me, the most beautiful in the planet. Because every year that festival we celebrate in the cafe, 23rd of April. So whole cafe, we have all the tables, book and flower. So any clients can come, take one rose and one book for free. So this is something from Barcelona, the festival. You can type in the Google, Saint Jordi, and you will see. And this is one of the most beautiful festival. And if you ever want to travel to Spain, you should travel this time, 23rd. This is like India, but full of books and flowers in every corner and every street. And I think this is very beautiful, because why is beautiful? Every writer get the opportunity to sell his book. Every author get opportunity to express his feeling, share his life, his vision to the world. And every woman get the flower. It's beautiful. And I think it's because for me, the women are very sensitive. Women are like a flower. And sadly, in our country, women are a slave, and I don't like it in that sense, because women can never do what they want. And right now in Bombay city, yes, big city, yes, but you go 80 kilometers from Bombay, you will see woman will be like a slave doing all the house job, and she will not have a right. She has to take a permission by father, brother, uncle, or whatever. I think it's not nice. So I think it's very important to respect the woman. And this is the reason I married to Spanish girl, because my woman can do what she wants. She can go whenever she wants. She can stop being with me when she wants. And I think it's a very, very important to allow for the person to live the way they want. No, because here the man thinking they are the king, they are Raja Maharaja, और उनको दासी चाहिए. ऐसे हम जीते हैं हमारे देश में, but मैं नहीं चाहूंगा वैसे जीऊँ. So that's why I did something very differently. I could be married in India a long time ago. I could have maybe 5 or 6 children now, you know. और फिर अगर कोई पूछता मुझे तो मैं बोलता अल्लाह ने दिया है. हाँ, अगर हमारे देश में किसी को पूछे आ रहे हैं, हिंदू को पूछे तो भगवान ने दिया है, अल्लाह को पूछे, किसको मुस्लिम को पूछे भगवान ने दिया है, कैथलिक को पूछे तो गॉड ने दिया है. कौन कर रहा था, you know. So this is things what we do and we blame someone else, and I think it's not nice.
Okay. I want to ask, the street kids working in your cafe, and I saw them in a video. They're happy and confident, and they're also pursuing their hobbies also. And for them, you're not a boss; you're just Amin Bhai. So share their experience with.
So for me, this is something, that's what I try to tell you, that it's not nice that they will never tell you who is the boss. They will say in the cafe, nobody is the boss. Everybody has same value. Everybody has same salary. Whatever money come, it distribute in the same amount. You know, so that's how things. Because what happened, your dream is not different than my dream. Your need is not different than my need. So everybody would equality come only when you build equality. You know, wherever you work, it doesn't matter. It's an office, it's a school, it's a college, it's a university. I think everybody should have the same value. You know, that's something that, example, अगर आप motorbike लेके जा रहे हो या गाड़ी लेके जा रहे हो, what you can afford, the other person next to you, the peon also can be afford the same thing. अगर आप अच्छे होटल में खाना बैठ के खा रहे हो, तो peon should be eaten in the same restaurant like you. That's what I'm trying to say, that humanity, equality, and that's what we're trying to teach the children, that you don't become like a society. You teach the society to be like you. You know, I think it's very, very important. That's the reason we take them to Spain, to make them understand that life is not this what we live. Life is beyond this. वहाँ आपको कोई नहीं बोलता है कि भाई आपको कचरा साफ करने वाले हो यहाँ बैठो, आप झाड़ू मारने वाले हो यहाँ बैठो, आप लॉयर हो तो आप यहाँ लग्जरी अपार्टमेंट, लग्जरी सीट पे बैठो, ऐसा नहीं. So I think it's very important. And also our cafes, any beggar or any street boys and girls can have free lunch and muffin and hot chocolate. You know. And also our hot chocolate, oregano, rosemary, olive oil coming from Spain. So if you want really good hot chocolate, Spanish hot chocolate is in our cafe, because in Bombay nobody will give you real chocolate. If somebody give you real chocolate, it will be exclusive and expensive. Because in India, chocolate do not manufacture. Even if it's in manufacture, it goes to abroad. You know, because the cocoa is very, very expensive. In Europe, chocolates are quite normal thing. You know, so it's like that.
So if I just ask you one final question, what is your message for the youth of our nation? Like you said, it is not really easy. Yeah.
Your name is Aman, right?
Yes.
Aman, I think I am not the person who can give a message to the youth. I think there are more beautiful people and more genius people have been in this planet before me. I think they have done something greater than me. And I think it's not about, I cannot give a message. Only I can say that being a street boy, being a garbage boy, if I can, I think you can do better. That's the only thing I can say. I will not, I'll be not saying that I will be inspired. And I think nobody inspire nobody. If anything inspire is yourself, because you have ability to feel it. And if anything inspire you, it's yourself. Because I don't like when, and also we are very fall in a way to say in our country, if you look at, I'm sure you are around people and most people will tell you, hey, God bless you, congratulations, all the best. You know, I think this is a fall wishes which should not be given. If you really want to do the best, somebody should be standing.
Most of us also, we are living in a favorable conditions. But again, we are finding some excuses to not to do the things which we want to like, which we want to do, or to achieve something.
Sir,
So
I think,
how will you tell us how to overcome our excuses?
See, I'll tell you, we have always choice in life. Is the problem come when you allow someone else to choose your life. So I told you, my boss, when I came back from Spain, I sit with him and I told him, sir, I'll give you my life. Can you give me my freedom? Do what I want to do. To allow me to be what I want. Can you stand by me? So I think it's a very important. If that person doesn't love you, it doesn't. I think you have to change your way. What will happen? Maybe you don't have a permanent job. Maybe you will not get that salary what you're looking for. But you will find something beautiful that you never imagined. You know. So life is a full of surprise. Okay. That even though people say, "Oh, you're successful," I don't agree in success. You should do what you want, and if it doesn't work, it's fine. At least you tried. You know. I think it's a very important that you should do what you want and what you like. क्या होगा? परमानेंट जॉब नहीं होगी, अच्छी सैलरी नहीं होगी, 3 बेडरूम अपार्टमेंट नहीं होगा, आपके दोस्त BMW में घूम रहे, आप नहीं घूम सकते हो। लेकिन जो आप कर सकते हो, जो फ्रीडम आपको मिला है, शायद आपके दोस्त नहीं कर सकते हो, किसी के गुलाम बन के बैठे हैं वहाँ पर, करेक्ट? उनको जाली वाली बांध के रखा है, वो भले लग्जरी अपार्टमेंट में रह रहा होगा, लेकिन वो मेंटली फिजिकली कंप्लीट डैमेज होगा। You know, you be like a free bird out of the cage. I think that's something what you want to do. अगर आपको केज में बिठाया कि भाई आप एक केज में रहो, आप विसल मारो, मैं विसल मारने के लिए बोला है आपको, तो विसल मारो आप। तो आप क्या करोगे? रोज उठ के वो केज के अंदर विसल ही मारोगे ना। अगर मैं आपको केज से बाहर निकाल के बोल रहा हूँ कि आप जाओ उड़ो, तो कुछ और कर सकते हो आप, right? Maybe there is other opportunity you have, something waiting for you that you are never imagined, that something you loved it and you like to be. क्योंकि ये जो माइंड और ये दिल है ना, ये बहुत पजल है। जब ये दोनों साथ हो जाते हैं ना, that's the best friendship you can have inside you. जब इसको डिवाइड कर देते हैं ना हम, we have the worst enemy in ourselves. We don't have enemy outside. We have enemy inside ourselves. So we have to be conscious what we want, what I'm looking, where I'm looking, what happened and what is coming next. It happens, you accept it. देखो आपको एक सिंपल बात बोलता हूँ, कैफे बंद हुआ 8.5 साल के बाद, मेहनत करने के बाद कैफे 10 मिनट में बंद हो गया, ठीक है? तो मैं क्या करूं? तो मैंने 8.5 साल मैंने अपनी जिंदगी के दिए है उसको, वो मैं वापस ला तो नहीं सकता हूँ ना। लेकिन जो उनको 8.5 साल में मैंने what I learned with that experience, that made me grow and better, find a way, right? And I found my way. Opportunity was there. All my fund I saved for 22 years for my retirement. I had it. I mean, that's the door. What do you want to do? You want to remove it? Or you're still thinking keep for retirement? I said, no. What is important? My baby, my 12 children. That's it. Because they are my children. As a father role, as a big brother role. If they fall, it's my responsibility to stand by them. I will not blame them. गधा है, पागल है, शर्म नहीं आती, अक्ल नहीं है. You fall as much time you want. They break most expensive dish at the cafe. They spoil the most exclusive the food at the cafe. It's okay. They will learn today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. They will learn. But at least I have to allow them to learn. मिस्टेक से ही हम सीखते हैं ना. कभी कभी हमारा मिस्टेक बन के रहता है, कभी कभी मिस्टेक एक अदर अपॉर्चुनिटी हो जाती है लाइफ में, isn't it? So चॉइस हमारे पास है सर. हम नहीं बोल सकते हैं कि चॉइस किसी और के पास है. चॉइस हमारे पास है. हमारी जिंदगी की चाबी हमारे हाथ में है. नहीं तो आप अपने आप को लॉकर में डाल दो और चाबी किसी को दे दो कि भाई आप बोलो मुझे क्या करना है, मैं करता हूँ. मैं बैठ जाता हूँ, मैं सो जाता हूँ, मैं लेट जाता हूँ और मैं करता हूँ. तो जब आपको पता है कि आप वो करना नहीं चाहते हो, then you have to fight for it. Fight within yourself, you know, not with others. Don't go and kill somebody, but make someone's life is beautiful. You know?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Huh? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Thank you.
that is actually really inspirational, because even if you talk about someone like us, if I come from a good family background, but even now when I think about something that I want to do in my future, I literally get chills. And then if you talk,
Aman, but you should do, because you know you have your own fantasy, your own world, and I am sure there are people like you, Aman, across the globe, are waiting for the same mindset. It's the same what I believe, that people like my mindset, they are across the globe, waiting, they are far away. It's a belief of the goodness. You put your unconditioned love and you see how the people will connect with you. And I think this cafe is run by beautiful people, because if these beautiful people was not exist, today this cafe could be not running. You know, so that's the whole thing about.
And if we talk about someone like you, so you were born, you were forced to stay at the streets at the age of 5, and then you started working. You started working as a driver. You went to Barcelona. You wrote your own book, and there were so many difficulties by selling your book, while publishing your book. But you published your book. You sold your own book, and then
Myself, yeah.
you started your own cafe. And then when you started your own cafe, it closed, and then you struggled again, and you started another cafe. So
Yes.
you are nothing short of an inspiration to us.
No,
Yeah.
thank you for feeling that, and I really appreciate.
Yeah.
It. And I'm writing one more book for my retirement.
Oh, nice. And trust
Yeah.
me, the first thing that we'll be doing after this podcast is published is that we'll be coming to your cafe first of all with the whole team of
Anytime,
us.
anytime. See, it's your cafe, it's your home,
Yeah.
it's your place. You come, meet children, talk to them, and you will see how they are. And this is something what I like about my children. I like them to be what they want to be. You know. So for me, this is the most beautiful thing. They are my babies. So it's important for me. Okay.
Yeah. So with this, we're coming towards the end of this podcast. So would you like to say anything before we end this podcast today?
And because of you, that's it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Umesh?
मैं वही बोलना था कि एक बुक मैंने पढ़ा था कि नेवर स्टार्ट बिजनेस जस्ट टू मेक मनी, start a business to make a difference. And I mean, sir, made
That's
a
true.
difference.
Yeah,
And
I
thank
completely
you.
agree with you, sir. Because business will destroy the humanity. Business is something is profit and loss. If you do business something to make beautiful, that humans, nature, all involved together, I think it's a very beautiful business. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate each of you, and I'm sorry if I hurt anyone. That's the last thing ever I will do to anyone. Okay? Thank you.